Hey guys, I'm Jay Randall and welcome back to my channel where I discuss wisdom for the modern man. Today guys, I have a TikTok video to react to, but before I get into the video, I want to give a little bit of context as to why I even chose the video in the first place. Now lately I've been seeing a lot of criticisms about the red pill space, but more specifically content creators. They say things along the lines of, red pill content creators are making men angry towards women, they're painting a false narrative of women to turn men away from dating and relationships. So basically, we're the problem. We're fueling these emotions and these beliefs and these new perspectives that men are having, which is leading them to no longer want to date and engage in relationships. Well, I want to challenge that because this is a narrative that is completely false. Men can see with their own eyes what's going on in the dating space. Men are having their own unique experiences with women, and also women are painting their own image. Men don't have to do a single thing. All men need to do is sit back and observe women, look at what they say and look at what they do, and their mindsets change. After they come to these realizations, they may come and find spaces like the red pill community, but they come to these observations by themselves a lot of the time, and I want to give an example of that with the video that I'm about to show. So let's get right into it.
The next time you're wondering why men are not chivalrous anymore or overly romantic, I want you to remember this video right here. She says, acted like I couldn't live without him while I was cheating the whole time. Now listen, I know most of y'all are going to get on here and say, oh, that's just one person. She doesn't represent most women. That would be true. However, look at the amount of likes the video got. 144,000 likes. Do you think it's men liking the video or it's women liking the video? And then I went to the comment section. Now look at this first comment right here. It's not cheating if you're not married. Over 3,000 likes. It's too dangerous to repost. Over 4,000 likes. So I'm imagining that young lady right there is in a relationship. So she's currently cheating on her man right now. I even cried when he accused me of cheating. Laughing emoji. 13,000 likes. So that means there's a strong possibility if you caught your girl cheating and you said she was cheating and she cried, the bitch was lying. Michelle was one of the few women on this comment section that pointed out the whole like behavior where she said it's not a flex. How many likes did Michelle get? 25. And y'all want men to think that y'all are loyal. Yeah, all right.
Now, as we can all see, that woman went on TikTok of her own free will and posted that content. It wasn't a red pill content creator who forced her to do it or put the idea in her head. These were her thoughts, and she went up there and made that post. And remember, the post said, acted like I couldn't live without him while I was cheating the whole time. So after watching the video, do you see what I mean? That it's not red pill content creators that are turning men away from dating. All a man need do is sit back and observe. A lot of women try to paint this idea that, well, that's just one woman, that's just the minority. They try to make all the evil, all the terrible conduct seem like it's coming from a small portion of women, and the majority of women, they're just great individuals. Well, we all know that isn't the case, but they try to gaslight us and tell us that we're wrong every time we bring it up. So I love how we touched on the amount of comments and the attention the post got, because that's very important. So he goes into it. The video that the woman posted got over 144,000 likes, had over 5,000 comments, or had over 9,000 bookmarks, and over 21K reposts. Do you think that's men? Or do you think that's women? Right? And here's the thing. Like I said, all a man need do is sit back and observe. Women are outing themselves. They've been doing it for quite some time. This is why I love TikTok so much and why I've been using it to teach and, prove my points, because this is coming from the horse's mouth. Men aren't putting words into women's mouth. We're not even speculating anymore. We're literally taking evidence. And how is this evidence? Because we can see the content women post, and we can see the kind of likes they get, and we can see the responses. That's why I love the comment section, right? And he loves the comment section too, because he used that in his video. There's a post in the comment section of the video. It's not cheating if you aren't married. And that got over 3,000 likes from who? Men? No, women. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it the red pill content creators that force these women to like these other women's posts and leave comments like this? No, this is how women think. It's not one woman. It's over 3,000. The second thing that he used in there was that a message that a woman wrote. It's too dangerous to repost. Why do you think it's too dangerous to repost? More than likely because she's in a relationship or a marriage and she doesn't want her partner to maybe come across her repost or come across her page and be like, yo, what is this? There's a lot of women in relationships who feel 1000% comfortable with cheating on their partner. The next post that he mentioned in the video, a woman commented, I cried when he accused me of cheating. Laughing emojis. But they want men to trust women, right? We're painting a false narrative of women. That got over 13K likes. That means there's a lot of cheaters out there, and men, they have their gut feeling and they bring it up to their woman. And you know what they do? They call us the narcissist, right? They call men the narcissist, but these narcissistic women will go and they'll cry and make you feel like you're the bad guy, like you're the evil one trying to bring trouble into the relationship when your gut feeling is telling you something's off, but they'll cry, knowing darn well they're doing exactly what you're suspecting them of. And 13K women agree. Now, mind you, the women commenting in this comment section and liking these kind of videos are the same women talking about how they're high value women and walk around with all these high expectations and standards that men need to meet. These are the same women complaining as to why aren't men approaching anymore? Why don't men want to be in committed relationships anymore? Why don't men want to get married anymore? These are the same women in the comment section talking about how much they're lonely and they want relationships and they deserve marriage and they deserve a good man. These are the same women. Remember that as you're listening to these comments and seeing how many of them comment on these posts and agree with the negativity being put out into the dating scene. Remember that. Below that, he doesn't mention this, but I'm sure it came from a man. It said, the comment section is teaching so many lessons. I'll never be a lover boy, never again. You see? Now, was that red pill content changing men's hearts, or was that a man simply sitting back, observing the mindset of women and coming to a conclusion? Red pill men had nothing to do with that. That was a women, thousands of them, showing their perspective, and a man coming to the realization that dating isn't what he thought he was. So before you blame red pill men for destroying the dating scene and turning men against women, I want you to check yourselves, ladies. Check yourselves, all right? Because you seem to think men are stupid. You get on the internet and you post these videos and you think men aren't watching it? You think you're only talking to females? Men are watching it. We might not leave a comment. We might not like or subscribe or do any of that, but we observe. We just sit back, we observe, and we make decisions silently. And that decision that we come to might be not to date women anymore. It might be not to take women seriously anymore, right? It might be not to deal with marriage anymore and engage in that institution because, well, my wife could be cheating on me the entire time and be gaslighting me with her tears when I bring it up to her. Women do this to themselves, and this is just one video. There is thousands, if not millions of videos on TikTok with women giving their perspectives on dating and relationships that are just as toxic, if not more toxic than this post. But they blame us for pointing it out to the men who perhaps are unaware. Because not every man is going to come across this post and come to the realization that this guy did in the comment section. Some are oblivious. Some are in marriages and relationships where this kind of behavior is going on. And the only way to free them is for a guy like me to turn on his camera, turn on his mic, and say, hey, buddy, are you aware of this? Let me wake you up to this new reality of what's going on in dating and relationships. So no, don't blame us. Blame yourselves. Another thing I want to point out was one of the comments the guy mentioned in the video. One of the few women in the comment section that the woman posted that actually went against the narrative. And she didn't say a lot of words. She simply said, not a flex. Now, how much likes did that comment get? 25. Now, with a little bit of perspective here, we can look at it and see that the post that said, "I even cried when he accused me of cheating," got 13K. Not a Flex got 25. And some of those might have even been men who liked that comment. Might not have even been women. Just to give some context to the people who like to say, not all women, that's not the majority, that's just a small portion of women. Just adding some context, that video got over 144K likes. I just want to point out that there's not a lot of good ones out there, because women like to push that narrative that there's just a bunch of good ones and we're just focusing on the bad ones. If there was a bunch of good ones, then they would have shown themselves in the comments section, because out of 144K, there was barely any positivity or pushback in the comments section towards this narrative. Majority were in agreement. So I just want to point that out the next time you go blaming red pill content creators for the actions of modern women. All we're doing is waking men up to the reality. The men who might not be able to see this kind of content, or the men who are in these situations and they're unaware of what's going on behind their back, we're just waking them up to what's happening. So don't blame us, blame yourselves. You want men to start dating again? You want men to start wanting relationships and marriages and taking women seriously? Then when you see posts like this, you need to check your sisters. There shouldn't be 25 likes, one comment of pushback when there's 13K plus of women in agreement with the negative posts. No. What kind of narrative do you think that's pushing? You think men are stupid? You think we're not going to adjust to your actions and your behaviors? You think we're just going to keep going on with the status quo, getting in situations with women like this? No, we're going to change. We're going to evolve. So the next time you see a content creator promoting this kind of behavior in relationships, maybe there should be more than 25 of you in the comments section pushing back. Think about that the next time you try to blame red pill content creators for the actions of modern women. But that's all for this video, guys. If you got value from it, please go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, guys, take it easy.